Hey guys, looks like it's beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today.
Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Thanks a bunch for stopping by, I certainly do appreciate it. Today's beer, guys, comes from Vitamin C Brewing. This is their Sour Pipe Project Blueberry Pancake Ale. This is sent to me by my beer brother Greg, and he writes, got this at the brewery on a recent trip. Very drinkable sour ale. Sounds like a breakfast beer. Comes in at 6% ABV, not too big. But still trying to wrap my arms around this style, guys. These sour ales. Some of them are real pleasant. Some of them are just a little heavy for me as far as the tartness or the sourness of them. So I don't know what to expect from here. Vitamin C Brewing does some really, really tasty beer. So, from what he's telling me here, that the founder of the brewery is a fan of mine. His name is Dino Benari. Dino, I am a big fan of your beers. I wish I could get them here and not have to have somebody send them to me. So hopefully one day y'all be big enough where your distribution will include Virginia. I hope, because I've been really impressed with the beers that from this brewery that have been sent to me. So let's get on with this one, guys. These guys are in Massachusetts. Says here on the can here, it says breakfast is served, and it was canned on 09/03/20. So guys, it's not even a month old. So it should be very tasty. They're in Weymouth, Wymouth, Massachusetts. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And it's got a picture of a big stack of pancakes with blueberry and butter on them and maple syrup dripping all around them. So we shall see what this brings to the table here, guys. Let me see if we have any additional thing we need to talk about. No IBUs on Untapped. And their commercial description says, our continued exploration into the Sour Pipe series, this time fruited with blueberry and maple. So, sounds tasty, guys. Like I said, it may be a good breakfast beer for some of you young cats, or a weekend beer that when you're not working. Hopefully you're not drinking beer and then going to work. That probably wouldn't be a smart thing to do. But anyway, let's find out what we got going on with this one here, guys. Big 16-ounce can, plain Jane. The stick-on wrap around label. Yeah. Very lavender color. It looks like blueberries in the can. Yeah. Seems to be very, very well carbonated. So I need to back off on that before we've already got 2 fingers of head. So a little heavy on the carbonation. So let me back off on that. I'm going to try to get as much of it into the glass as I can, but it's a little heavy on the carbonation on this particular can. It's producing a monster head here, guys. I'm not going to even get a half a can in here. Look at that. That's a little heavy on the carbonation there. 3.5 fingers of head. Wow. That's a little heavy now. It is a little heavy on the carbonation. A lot of bubbles streaming up, so maybe we're still fermenting in the can a little bit. I don't know. What's going on. Big soapy bubbles here, so I don't think they're going to hang around a long time. Over to the light, guys, I'm not seeing hardly any at all. It is very, very dark and thick looking in the glass. That's a blueberry color, no doubt. That's very purplish. So Well, we're about to find out. To the nose we go. Oh wow. That's exactly what I'm getting on the nose, guys. I am getting blueberries and pancakes. Maybe a little bit of maple syrup going in there. It smells like a stack of blueberry pancakes. Maple syrup on. It's amazing sometimes that they can get all that into a beer. Wow. And as you can tell, that head is dying off pretty quick. So hopefully I can get it all into the glass before I go off camera, but I'll do my best. I ain't promising nothing. But let's give it a taste and see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. I do appreciate it, sir. And cheers to Dino, too. You make some good beers. I'm hoping this is going to be one of them. Let's find out. Not too sour, very drinkable, very quaffable, they say. Blueberries, pancakes, maple syrup. Breakfast is served. There it is right there. There's your blueberry pancakes with maple syrup on them right there in the glass. Unbelievable. It is, I'm at loss for words, guys. That's exactly what it is. Breakfast in a glass right there. Blueberry pancakes with maple syrup. Let's see if I can get this in there without, maybe I can get it in there without it producing. Now that it's opened up and so maybe some of that carbonation has escaped the can. Yeah, we're gonna be alright. So maybe I should have just, I didn't know it was going to do that. Maybe I should have just let it breathe for a minute or so before I started pouring it. They probably would have settled down and not got that big monster head on it. Because it's not doing that now. So, might want to let this one breathe a little bit before you pour it. Not long, maybe a minute. That way you won't get such a big monster head, because it's quite busy. But that was just on the initial pours directly out of the can as soon as I opened it. So it might be better to let this one breathe just for a little bit before you pour it once you pop the top on the can. That's a good looking beer. It's a good smelling beer, and it is a very tasty beer. So it's right out of the fridge. Let me sip on it, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Been sipping on it for a while. I actually had to pry it out of her hands. She is not a big sour beer fan at all. And she absolutely loved this beer. When I came back to do the final chug here, she had to have some more. So it is a very tasty beer. It is a very well made beer, and it's exactly what they say it is on the label. It is blueberries, it is maple syrup, it is pancakes. I'm getting every bit of that in this beer. A very, very tasty beer. ABV's on the can on dates on the bottom. The two most important bits of information we need to purchase a beer. I wish I could get their beers here. So hopefully one day they'll be able to grow and expand, and we'll see them down here. I surely hope so, because it's a very, very well done beers coming out of that brewery right there. So very tasty. This would probably be at the very top of my sour beer favorite list. It's not too sour for me. I mean, I could drink this, and it's not quite to my 7% and above go-to range beers, being a 6%er, but it's a very tasty beer. It'd be a good weekend beer to have with breakfast if you so choose to do that. I enjoyed it. Final chug. Guys, this is most definitely a solid A beer if not more. If you say, oh my God, you're crazy, it's a 10 beer, I would not argue with that one bit. To me, guys, I'm going to give it 98. Very impressive beer. I would probably buy this beer if I could get it here. Even like I said, even though it's only a 6%er. It's very, very tasty. It's a nice change up from a lot of the beers that I normally review. Would be an excellent breakfast beer. Over to Beer Advocate, they have NA. Only one person has commented on this beer, and NA was in the 4 range also. Over to Untapped, 1,313 people as opposed to 1. 1,300 to 1 have commented on this beer or give it a grade. And they have it at 4.27, which is definitely, that's their borderline between A- and A, solid A. It's definitely a solid A to me, guys. And I'm still trying to wrap my arms around the sour, but this one doesn't seem to be too sour to me. Very quaffable. Like I said, it would be my top 5 list for this style of beer. Very impressive. So if you've had Sour, Pipe, Project, Blueberry, Pancake, Ale, let me know what you think on this one. This is a very tasty beer, and you cats up there in Massachusetts that can get to the brewery and get these beers, consider yourself damn lucky, because this brewery is doing some really tasty stuff, and the beer mail package that Greg sent me has a whole lot of their beers in there. So I'm looking forward to reviewing these beers from this brewery. So if you've had it, let me know what you think, guys. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.